What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's the boy Shingy. As usual, you already know what it is. I am so excited to be making this video, well, for you guys, because it sucked for me. I like making videos like this because I get to save you guys a lot of stress and a big hassle and like all the stuff that I went through that I don't want you guys to go through it too. So we're gonna get straight to this video. As you guys know, Mac just changed its new OS to MacOs Catalina, which is stressful because once you update to Catalina, a lot of apps are not gonna be working. And with that being said, one of the programs not working is Epson Scan, the original one, which sucks. The original Epson Scan is gonna stop. You're gonna see an X over it and you're not gonna be able to click on it, and it's gonna suck, and it's gonna say you have to update it, which is gonna be like the worst thing because there's a lot of changes that happen that are really annoying. So the reason why I'm making this video again, guys, is because it's not simple. Using the new Epson Scan is not simple. It took me hours upon hours to even like get it working properly, which sucked. It sucked a lot. Like, it sucked a lot. The new Epson Scan sucks. A lot of the features in it suck, and it's just like, oh, it's just so much stress. But what I'm going to show you guys is how to actually get started scanning, because again, the process of scanning now is completely different and it sucks. So step number one, make sure you download everything in the new update. So download the utilities and download the drivers. For some reason, Catalina thinks, oh my god, there's no driver. This is the first time you're doing this, and da-da-da. So apparently you have to re-download all the drivers for whatever Epson scanner you're using. Make sure you do that. If you don't do that, there's gonna be a lot of problems. It's not gonna work. That's what I did in the beginning. I didn't download all of them, and the setting for actually scanning was not there. For some reason, it was not there, and it really sucked, and it took me forever to figure this out. So yeah, guys, make sure you download everything in the link down below. Make sure. With that being said, guys, I'm going to tune into my screen and I'm going to show you guys how to get started and how to get those scanning options, the negative scanning options, onto your Epson Scan 2, and to get you guys ready to scanning, because it is a little bit complicated and a little bit finicky and it sucks, but I'm going to walk you guys through it. So now, guys, we're gonna pull up Epson Scan and we're gonna click on Epson Scan 2, not the utilities, not the photo scan. Don't be lured into the wrong thing. You're gonna click on the Epson Scan 2, and this is how the screen is gonna look when you first open it. So you gotta make sure your scanner's selected, and you know how before we had the professional setting? That setting is gone, guys, which sucks. It sucks. It's no longer that straightforward. This is where things got really tricky. On scan settings, do not select any of these. Don't select the photograph, don't select the magazine, don't select the newspaper, don't select anything there. Leave it on default settings. And then here, it's usually, at first it's usually at the document mode. It's usually like this. Change the mode to photo mode, right? Once you change it to photo mode, that's when the other setting is gonna pop up. And then on document source, make sure it's transparency unit. Transparency unit. And then that's when all the scanning options are gonna pop up. And the scanning option, of course, that you're gonna need is the color negative, or the, what's it called, the color positive, or the black and white negative. You want to select that, and then after that you select your bit rate, which is 48-bit for me, and you'll be able to select your resolution and the scan quality that you're gonna need. And then after that, you're gonna hit preview. Just the normal stuff we need to do either way. We're gonna hit preview. Once the preview is done, guys, this is how it's gonna look. There's no longer a window that pops up, which is so weird. There's no longer a window that pops up. So what we're gonna have to do for this is normal thing that you'd normally do, which is select the image you want to. I'm just gonna step in real quick, guys, and say please give the channel a subscribe. There's gonna be a little square over here. It's a little square. There's gonna be like a little bit of orange around it. Hover your mouse over it. The subscribe button is gonna show up. Hit that subscribe button, and yeah, it's not gonna interrupt the video. Don't worry. It's just gonna go straight to the. It's just gonna continue after that, and that's about it. You want to get scanned after that. So now, where are the other settings settings that you need. The other settings that you need are actually in the advanced setting tab. They're actually in the advanced setting tab. And this is where you're gonna be able to change your exposure. It's so weird, guys, because this version is a lot slower. Like the preview rate is a lot slower than the last one. I feel like this one is a lot like weird, like really slow than it's a lot slower than the last one, pretty much. That's it. It sucks. I hate it a lot. Like I hate it. I'm not a big fan of it, but this is where you get your basic knobs, right? And if you want to get the advanced knobs, you actually get into the detailed adjustments. That's when you're gonna get your histogram and your tone curves and all that kind of stuff. And as you guys can see, all of these things changed. They're no longer the same, which sucks because I had this little thing that I used to do here where it will make my pictures look unique and it will save me a lot of time to get the tones that I want and all that kind of stuff. Now everything changed. It's no longer the same. Everything changed, which sucks. It sucks a lot, but you know, it is what it is. We gotta kind of deal with it. We gotta move on and just make it work. We just gotta make it work. But this is where you get your histogram, and this is where you get your curves and all that kind of stuff. And this is where you make all your adjustments. And after you make all your adjustment, guys, oh, and here's where you get all your options to zoom in, zoom out, erase, and select multiple things, right? And here's the other section where you get to pick your sharpness level and your restoration level. This is the section. And this is pretty self-explanatory. Now, when it comes to rendering what you already have and scanning, doing the final scan, it's actually at the bottom. There's no different tab for it. So now once you get ready to render and do your scan, you actually go down here. This is where you're gonna be able to select what file you want. I usually select TIFF, so it's usually on TIFF. And now you can select the name of the file, like what you want to name it. If you want to change it, I guess you just gotta hit setting, and then you select what folder by selecting the folder, and that's about it. I'm not a big fan of the new Epson. I'm really not a fan of it. It just makes a lot of things more difficult, and it's not as cool as the last one. But you know, it's change, and change is gonna happen. You just gotta kind of adapt to the change that will happen. And you know, I don't wanna be ignorant to the changes and all that kind of stuff that I have to face. But what I will say that is really cool, it is responsive when it comes to scanning. Sometimes with the old Epson, it wasn't as responsive. It would take me a little bit of time to actually scan, because if I just leave my mouse and let it scan, it will just lag and it won't do anything. I have to move my mouse for it to react. All of those things kind of changed. It's no longer like that. This one's a little bit quicker, I guess, when it comes to scanning. I don't know if it's that or the scanner, but it's a little bit quicker than the last one. And it's no longer glitchy. Before, I would select this one and select that one, and a lot of things would change, but it's no longer as glitchy. But that's how you actually start to scan your own film again. But guys, it is very important that you download everything in the folder. If you don't download everything in the folder, a lot of these settings are not gonna show up. So download everything. Hope you guys love that video. I hope you're able now to scan, and I hope I actually helped, because it took me a long time, guys, to get to even scanning with Epson Scan. But with that being said, guys, I'm gonna look into other programs like ViewScan and Silverfast, programs I never really wanted to look into, but I'm gonna actually start looking into those because I'm not a really big fan of the new Epson Scan. But I'm gonna look into all those other ones to see if it's gonna change my workflow in any way, shape, or form. But right now I'm still sticking to Epson. I might get used to it, who knows, I might change my opinion, but you guys will know firsthand. But with that being said, guys, follow me on Instagram at shopbyshingy, and follow my portfolio at shopbyshingy.com, and also follow the brand at shopwaybetterco.com, and also follow at WePhotoGods and hashtag WePhotoGods on your new pictures to get reposted. It's so insane seeing all the amazing work some of you guys have. Like, you guys are just like it's just so good. Like the work you guys have is just so incredible, and I'm so happy to be able to see that and to actually share with you guys. Not share with you guys, but share with the community. I'm just so happy. Yeah, thank you guys again for tuning in. I hope this video helps. Yeah, it's your boy Shingy as usual. You already know what it is. Deuces.